Hey everyone, it's Cordy again, and today, since it's almost school time, and yes, I'm in a spinning chair, if you're wondering, I am spinning in it, but I know it's almost school time, so I'm going to tell you guys the craziest experience I had at my school. I was about second or third at this time, and now I'm in sixth. So this was when I was in elementary school, and this thing was committed by like 7th or 8th graders, which that's pretty young, you would think, for this, but it is true. And it was a bad situation. They didn't, but I'd have to explain the whole entire thing, but I'm not going to say anyone's names because I don't know exactly what kids did it. And it was all, we also found some up in high school, so can't come it for a small town. You're like, seriously, that's stupid. It could have happened. That could happen anywhere. But for a small town like Danville, you don't have anywhere to get that at. But we did find a house that where they were got it at in Danville, and now it is up for sale. These days, it's up for sale. It's been up for sale for like 3 years now. It's up for sale after they took the kids to juvie. The kids actually went to juvie, and they've been in juvie for a while now. I actually think they got out like last year for it. But they had done it all that year and the year before, and no one knew about it. So I'm just going to tell you guys this, and make sure you subscribe below. And next week I am doing just a heads up, I'm doing I'm going to be doing either two things. I can't decide yet, so I'm going to let you guys decide. And you're like, what's on your head right there? Like, that's a pimple. My dad popped it, so it hurts still. Okay, so let's get on with the video. So, the crazy experience from my school, it was very crazy. So I was about third or second when I was, about third or second, and we were sitting in class. We had just got up. I think we had just started math class. And we were putting down, and we were doing multiplication. All of a sudden, this smell drifts in through the door, because our air conditioner was in the springtime and air conditioners were on, so of course that stuff's gonna drift down into the lower hall because they were upstairs. We had 3 floors, and if you'd either be on the second, the first floor, which is on the very, very top for us, which is the middle school, and the second floor, which is K through second. So it's gonna drift down through this. You're gonna be able to smell it in the second grade hall and K through second hallway and the third through sixth hallway. And if you're like, well, you're in middle school then, yeah, but actually I am, because they moved the middle school. They moved the sixth grade upstairs. So really, it's hard to say, but you can really smell this thing. It's bad. All of a sudden the fire alarms go off, and you're like, why would the fire alarms go off? Well, thing is that someone in the school was smoking weed. Where I said, oh, it must be a teacher. No, it wasn't. It was not teachers. So I guess they called in the K9 dogs from Danville, and they also called in the fire department and police. They called and pretty much everyone. They also called in the ambulance, of course, to make sure none of us got sick. From it, because some of us got that stuff, get sick from the smoke and everything. Because I know I did when I was younger, but about second, third, I really stopped. It really slowed down a little bit. But I always remember I would get sick from it. And I was one of the people who actually checked out, because my mom always told them, and it's still in my records today, just in case I get sick from it. And I got checked out because of it, and it was really bad. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at something. I'm really hungry right now, but I'm waiting for my grandma to get home. It's 9:19 here, and I'm like, what's that big light? It's a lamp. It's a lamp. And the lamp is on because it's still not light enough out here for me to have daylight. So, but anyways, it was very crazy. They evacuated the school as soon as the fire alarms went off. You did the original fire evacuation. The fire department went in the fire department had went in, because they live like right up the street. They're like right up the street from us. So they hurried up and got in. They just grabbed the fire truck, came down, pulled over right beside the school, and you're of course like, wow, what's going? You're like, we're all like, what's going on? And some of the older kids and the teachers got on their phone, and because the teachers didn't know what was going on either, until the fire department came out, until the police got there, because the fire department had found it, but had found some of it and was like stuffed under a trash can. You're like, what did they find? And like, you could smell it all the way downstairs. It was weed. If you don't know what that is, it's drugs. And you can smoke them, and some kids were smoking them, and they were in about 7th or 8th, but they were in the bathrooms and they were smoking it, and they hid it under toilets, and we actually found some up in the high school, but they did a really fast search, and we all went back in after they got the smoke and everything out, and then they didn't find the kids till like a week later, because kids have brought in more again. You're like, how are they getting this stuff? And they checked every single house in Danville as soon as they found the kids, because during that week, they had like for 3 weeks they had several cops there, and they were checking them and having them have the canines there sniffing them down, and the canines would find something. They tend to like rip off your backpack and go through your lunchbox, and I would know. Because I saw that before. But they knew it was up in the middle school and high school, so they didn't really check us that much. They just made sure and checked us to make sure that we weren't sick or anything because of the smell. But they did find the kids before the smell got back into place. So that was a great thing, is that they found the kids. But it was bad because we did have about 5 kids that got sick from the smell, sick because of the smoke, and they went for like the next 2 weeks. They were still in the school even after they found the kids, just in case. And the bad thing is that we do have several retired army officials and stuff, but still, you have to be prepared just in case for the thing. You have to be prepared for it. So we're sitting there like, what the fuck is going on? I'm sorry if I'm swearing. I can't help it, but you're like, oh, what the fuck is going on? I want to get back to class. And my mom, and you're not allowed to go home when the police are there. It was after lunch. I can definitely say that. It was after lunch. It was about 2 o'clock. We were there till almost 5 at night, because they were still scoping out the school, because it took almost an hour just to get that smoke out of the school so we could all go back in and get our stuff and sit out in the hallway. And it took almost 2 hours to go through everything and go through lockers and stuff. And my principal was even freaking out. She's like, oh no, like, how could this happen? We're such a small school, like, because the middle school and elementary school are put together. So you're like, oh no, this couldn't really have happened. But it is true. I'm not going to give any names out because it's not a thing to do. I'm not going to tell you guys my school because, wow, that's a small town. All I can tell you is this is a small town called Danville. And if you guys live in Ohio, that's different because you know about it. But it was crazy. It was a bad day. But we got over it. And it stopped. They actually found the house, the person that was making it, so that was a good thing. It was right next to our ice cream store. So, yeah. And actually, we've been getting robbed in Danville lately. They still haven't found the person yet, but yeah. Well, I hope you guys liked my story today, and sorry, I see the thing right here, it's the garage, but I hope you guys liked the story. And I might post some more stuff about this, and like, I won't post it as soon as possible. I just want to wait until the years float by a little bit. But make sure you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Musical.ly. I listed the links down below of what my accounts are. And next week I'm going to be doing, and no, not a giveaway yet. I'll probably do that next year, but I'm going to be showing you guys what's in my school bag because I have to have 5 tons of crap I don't even fucking need. And I know I don't need that shit because I don't have all these classes except for advanced reading and advanced history probably. So hope to see you guys. Hope you guys will tune in next week. Hope you guys like the story. And I'll either be doing what's in my school bag or my first day outfit. There was one other one. It was either my first day outfit, what's in my school bag, or another crazy thing that happened at my school. And it didn't happen at my school, but it happened in the town. So to give me a heads up, and see you guys next week. Bye.